The J.I. Case Company, a pioneer in the development and manufacturing of farm equipment. And your case equipment dealer, a specialist in sales and service, present Harvest Time is Payday, a time when the farmer collects for a year of labor. A year that begins by working up the land, getting it in shape for a suitable seed bed, then planting the crops and hoping for favorable weather to make them grow. Early in the growing season, most row crops require cultivation, usually several times. To complicate matters further, many factors and expenses confront the farmer over which he has little control. So when harvest time finally rolls around, it's no wonder he's anxious to get the crop off as clean and as fast as possible. The day the crop is ready for harvesting, the farmer can take charge. Regardless of what crop he harvests, the farmer is really reaping dollars. He's being repaid with interest for the time, labor, and money he has invested over many months. This is why it's so important to consider all the factors when choosing your harvesting equipment. The percent of efficiency of all makes of combines will get as high as 90. Therefore, the farmer's buying decision should be based on the features that will save the most of that remaining 10% of his crop. This is why a prospective buyer of a new combine should consider not only the widely advertised features such as cylinder width, separating area, cleaning area, and power, but also the many other important crop-saving features such as on-the-go adjustments, ease of operation, comfort, and convenience too. This new crop-saving Case 960 commands leadership in the medium-price combine class. Here is a machine that's superior not only in the big features like cylinder width, separating area, and reserve power, but in the other important grain-saving features that contribute to harvest perfection and profit. The Case 960 can be equipped with a variety of header types and sizes. For combining standing crops, you have a choice of 10, 13, or 14-foot wide headers. This is a 10-footer cutting barley. Here is the 13-foot header taking 4 40-inch rows of soybeans. There's enough extra gathering room on each side in case the beans are down. An even wider 14-foot header increases cutting capacity another 7%. And since all header drives are on the left, the right side is clean and doesn't interfere with the standing crop. Another example of the extra grain-saving capacity of the Case 960. This is a special pickup header for combining from a swath. And here is a 3-row, narrow-row corn head for the 960. A 2-row corn head is also available, as is a corn cob mix attachment that permits grinding up corn and cobs for feed. The clean sample from the bin of a 960 is the best proof of its exceptional ability to harvest a variety of crops. Fast sickle speed, combined with slim, penetrating, drop-forged guards, assures clean cutting under all crop conditions. The big, full-width feeder housing lets the heaviest straw pass with ease and has a large hinged door for easy access. Heavy-duty roller chains greatly extend the life of the feed rake. 40-inch width throughout the Case 960 results in a tremendous threshing and separating capacity. 40-inch wide feeding, threshing, and separating provide the width and area so important for an efficient crop-saving job. Compare the 40-inch width throughout with the other machines in the same price class. None comes near the Case combine. As important as its 40-inch width is the precision care that goes into the manufacture of the 960 cylinder. Prior to assembly at the factory, the cylinder bars are individually matched by weight in pairs. Then the matched pairs are mounted opposite each other on 4 cylinder heads. After the shaft is installed, the completed cylinder is checked on a balancing machine at speeds corresponding to field operating conditions. The same attention is given to this spike tooth cylinder. The concave is machined so the surface where the cylinder passes is perfectly level, assuring uniform clearance across the full width. Such careful manufacturing and assembly result in a cylinder and concave that do a better threshing job, run vibration-free, and require less power to operate. There is a chain-driven cylinder for positive threshing in any crop or condition, yet cylinder speed changes are quickly made with these fast-change bolt-on type sprockets. A belt drive cylinder option is also available. Notice the specially designed linkage between the sheaves. It maintains a constant cylinder speed and prevents belt squashing, yet provides convenient on-the-go adjustment by simply turning this handy crank on the operator platform. Separating capacity of the straw walkers is tremendous, with 5,080 square inches of usable separating area. As indicated in the diagram on the left, material passing from a narrow cylinder to a wider separating area is bound to miss the corners of the separating area immediately behind the cylinder. These areas are called dead spots because no separation is accomplished there. The illustration on the right shows how the wide cylinder of the Case 960 makes full use of all the separating area. Compare the separating area of the 960 with other combines in the same price class. 5,080 square inches represent as much as 39% greater separating area. Corn harvesting is one of the toughest jobs for any combine. But Case has developed some special attachments to prolong combine life. These are special covers for the front sections of the walkers. They provide extra protection from cobs flying off the cylinder and damaging walkers. Covers for the rear section of the walkers are also available for added protection to the complete separating area. Filler plates are also recommended in corn to prevent cobs from wedging between the cylinder bars. They do not need to be removed for combining soybeans. The 4 straw walkers are 9.5 feet long. High fishback risers are standard equipment to help do a better separating job in heavy straw. There is plenty of clearance over the walkers to permit large volumes of straw to pass freely to the spreader or chopper or down onto the ground. The walkers are precision fitted, so no grain can be lost in between. They are mounted on a heavy-duty crankshaft and a rubber bushed shaker shaft which provides vigorous agitation of straw and chaff to completely separate the grain. Checking for loss behind this combine is the best proof of the grain-saving separating capacity of the Case 960. Airlift cleaning blows away excess dirt and chaff. Air is uniformly directed onto the cleaning shoe by a large fan. Direction of this air is preset for uniform sieve coverage, but air volume can be regulated. Soybeans often are harvested from weedy, dusty fields, but the Case 960 has special equipment available that means extra dollars by cutting down on dockage. A perforated cross-auger trough allows much of the excess dirt and weed seeds to sift out before they can get into the combine. A solid bottom trough, shown below, replaces the perforated bottoms for use in small grain crops. The 5-inch wide clean grain elevator is top driven for good capacity and long chain life. Rubber flights mean gentler handling, less crackage of kernels. The grain bin with 55 bushel capacity unloads fast while the operator can sit back and relax. The 960 can be unloaded on the go. There is 4-foot clearance between the end of the 14-foot header and the end of the auger spout to unload into wide, high trucks. Location of the grain bin and the engine contributes to centerline design. 90% of the weight of the combine, when the bin is full, is centered in between and over the drive wheels for best flotation and stability. The engine is mounted on the deck to run cleaner and cooler, yet it blends with the low profile of the 960 for transport and storage. A shroud or hood attachment for the engine is available to keep off moisture, dirt, and chaff. Power is important to the capacity of a combine. Most combines have enough for average conditions, but it is the reserve power of the 960 that's really important under tough conditions. A 70 horsepower 6-cylinder engine powers the Case 960. It's a proven performer in both operation and fuel economy and is available in either gasoline or LP fuel. Comfort and convenience are important on a combine. The 960 has a folding front ladder for easy access to the operator's platform and a second ladder for quick access to the rear deck. Shielding exposed drives provides an extra margin of operator safety and is hinged to fold back for ready servicing. The operator has a 360-degree view from the platform, and it is offset over the edge of the uncut crop for best visibility. The unloading auger is an easy view to the operator's left, and to his right, the grain bin, where it's easy to check the level in the bin or reach in for a sample. This bird's eye view shows the convenient location of all controls and gauges. The panel to the right of the seat has the starter switch, choke, throttle, engine performance gauges, and the gear shift. The tailings are checked on the go by opening an inspection door. If a check of the tailings shows that a change in threshing is advisable, this crank permits easy concave adjustment on the go. The crank raises or lowers the concave a precise 1/64th of an inch with each turn of the handle. The lever in the operator's hand lifts or lowers the header. Hydraulic reel height adjustment is made with the lever just below it. Remote control for changing reel or pickup speed from the operator's platform is also available. Easy handling is provided over the roughest ground by hydrostatic power steering. An optional telescoping steering wheel raises for convenience. Both the backrest and the seat are individually adjustable for maximum comfort. The seat folds back for extra legroom when standing. Individual drive wheel turning brakes are standard equipment on the Case 960. They make the combine highly maneuverable for harvesting narrow row crops. Two side-by-side levers provide independent control of the header and the separating body. This is very advantageous because it enables the operator to stop feeding while threshing and separating continue. A solid all-weather cab adds to operating comfort. Notice the high degree of visibility through the extensive use of tinted safety glass. There are many attachments, such as this straw chopper, to handle the special harvest situations you may have on your farm. So, although the Model 960 combine is basically one machine, it can be equipped to meet the special needs of farmers doing pickup work, those who buy a combine primarily for soybeans, for the western wheat harvest, or the man who has gone to field shelling corn. Your case dealer can give you information on the new Model 960, and he has a credit plan to suit your pocketbook. You'll make a real stride toward a bigger harvest payday when you decide on a new Case Combine to harvest your crops.